Welcome, everybody, and thanks so much for coming to this wonderful opportunity we have always to share these lovely teachings from our beloved Ascended Masters. And we're going to listen to the recording for sending out gratitude and love to our beloved Earth. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. A beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Oh, thank you. And David Pashpi, are you, do you have a screen? Are you able to read?
Thank you, Antia. I'll be pleased to do this.
Thank you, David.
So let's begin with the opening invocation. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There, instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved David. And I know you've just come back from 2 wonderful weeks in Portugal, so it's lovely to have you online again. And now we've got just the topics for the week. So we've got Gary read for us. Thank you, beloved Gary, from the Great Divine Director. And as always, just marvelous things for us to think about and put into action. And then we've got the video, Know Thyself, from the beloved Mahachohan. Always, as we know, just wonderful words from the beloved Mahachohan. And then Terry is actually, she read, and it's really nice for everybody. I was listening to it. I've just traveled from Johannesburg down to Cape Town. And so I had a chance to listen to a lot of it. Terry has read the entire book now of Dictations by the Ascended Masters. It's just so heavenly. Honestly, I enjoyed it so much. And I was just thinking while I was listening to it all that there were just so many wonderful things to share. Anyway, I chose this one from Lady Meta because it's really, as we know, it's Thanksgiving time. And it's the origin of the Thanksgiving time. And it's also how, the sacrifice of beloved Sanat Kumara. Bless his mighty heart forever. But but we'll go a little bit more of that into that once we hear about it, exactly how it all started. And then I'm going to read from Lady Meta, because that was also from Lady Meta. So I thought it would just be nice to carry on with that. It's just lovely. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees, which we know is such a wonderful opportunity for all of us to call in that light. So we're going to listen to this from the Great Divine Director. Thanks to Gary reading it.
Week 230, the Great Divine Director. I Am Discourses, Discourse V, Volume 8. Beloved Saint Germain has brought to you this transcendent knowledge of the I Am, every word of which is true, vital, living, and powerful. It is your freedom. The messengers have pled with you, offering so kindly every angle of explanation which will enable you to comprehend and understand that it is your application in your attention to the mighty I Am presence which compels your freedom. Notice, it compels your freedom. It's not a matter of can it be accomplished, but it does compel it at your call. Now, will you not accept this tonight in its fullness, with a great firmness set about your application, knowing it cannot fail? Then it only means a sufficient amount of your application to produce the results you require. Do not waver in your application. Go on and on and on until results are there. I tell you that you cannot fail. All the ascended ones tell you the same thing because of their own achievement. If you let your feeling world resist, then you will but delay your freedom. But if you will call your presence to give you now the full feeling of its victory, your victory, then do you not see how quickly you will enter into the fullness of its power? Joyous and wonderful is the privilege within your grasp. Do not give way to human concepts, to human impulses which would say to you, oh no, no, you are just deceiving yourself. You are not gaining the victory you think you are. That is what the human intellect would say to you. Then you say to it, you have no power. No longer do you govern my world. You have led me into limitations for long enough for the last time. Now then step aside, get out of my way. I am going into the light. I am going into the light. That life that enables you to speak those words is the power which carries you forward to victory in the light. There is nothing that can stay your progress, nothing that can stay your expansion of your light. Stand firm and unyielding. Know your victory is certain. Why? Because God, the mighty I Am presence, which is beating your heart and giving you life, is your certain victory. Nothing in the world can prevent it, not even your own human creation. Remember, 1/3 of your accumulation of the centuries has been dissolved and consumed for you. 1/3 of your probation is set aside. Oh, can you not, and will you not, accept that in the fullness of what it means to you? Try for one moment to comprehend what it means. Ask your presence to give you the full comprehension of what it means to you, of the great assistance which has been given, of the great cosmic light which makes all possible for you now. In the great quantity of disembodied intelligence which are being taken out of the atmosphere of earth, you will be greatly blessed. That could not be done before. Will you not, with me, try in my radiance to comprehend the vastness of this? Oh, the limitless assistance being given to mankind. It is, as you people say in California, so unusual. Beloved ones, enter into the comprehension now. As I utter those words, feel it. Enter into your comprehension so that it may act within your world all powerfully. I rejoice that I have been able to render you and your city this service, and how far-reaching it is. Will you not enter into it individually and in your groups, sustaining the greatest harmony possible? I do not ask you to be wholly perfect, But I do ask you to maintain harmony individually and in your groups, so that the completeness of this, which is now set into operation, may claim its great victory before the end of this year. We are doing everything possible for your assistance and for your city.
Marvelous. Just wonderful words. Thanks, beloved Gary. So beautifully read. Now we're going to listen to this is from the beloved Mahachohan, Know Thyself. This is an excerpt from Electrons and the Elemental Kingdom, compiled by Werner Schroeder from the Bridge to Freedom publications. Know Thyself by the beloved Mahachohan. How often have members of the human race heard those two important words, know thyself? Allow me now to help you, each dear one, to know yourself, and, in this knowing, to bring healing, harmony, and the lightness of joy into your life. The physical body is made up of very tiny particles of light substance, which the world of men has chosen to call electrons. These electrons are emitted from the body of God and are loaned to the individual life stream to create a garment of flesh in the image and likeness of the Holy Christ Self. The Holy Christ Self projects a light pattern of itself into the universal light substance of this physical world, and into the center of that pattern, the Holy Christ Self projects the cohesive power of love, referred to as the threefold flame. Then this threefold flame, from the universal light substance around it, draws the electrons to make the flesh body, or physical form. The electrons are in constant motion, swinging around and around in the body. And if you had a high enough type of microscopic vision, you would see that what appears to be a leg or arm is a constant sea of moving light encircling in an orbit, and, like the tide of the sea, being allowed to go so far and no further than the periphery of its particular border. These circling electrons form what we refer to as members of the body. The marvel of man is the cohesive power of love that keeps the electrons year after year circling in their individual orbits, and the composite whole making the hand or head or arm or the organ. No electron losing its identity or getting caught into another member. The vibratory action of the whole body is determined by the keynote of the life stream. Mankind's vibratory action is away below its natural harmony, and the electrons in all four bodies are moving a great deal more slowly than is their natural expression. The slower they move, the denser the body and the mind. The quicker they move, the lighter the body. In the Ascended Masters' vehicles, the electrons vibrate so rapidly that they are like the propeller of a rapidly moving plane, invisible to the physical sight. The process of evolution through attention to the light quickens the pace of the electrons in every atom and cell of one's being, and when one's attention is on the light, the whole harmony of his individual solar system is increased beyond all outer measures of speed. In the case of an injured or diseased member, the more light consciously directed into the electrons of that member, the more rapid will be the healing. A broken member, for instance, means that the natural orbit of the electronic life in that member has been temporarily shattered, and a new core of love must be established through the main shaft of the burn, when the electrons are again drawn in harmony around this core. You would be surprised, dear ones, what singing in love to these little lives in a broken bone or diseased member would do for you. No, children of my heart, my understanding and my healing and my love are yours forever to draw upon. Whoops, just wouldn't connect up with the with unmuting. All right, so we've now got beloved Terry reading, and I flipped quickly through by mistake. But anyway, from Meta, absolutely wonderful it is. And so this is how the very first Thanksgiving was actually created, when those 30 beloved beings from Venus came and built the first Shambhala. And I know that was, I'm sure a lot of us already know that it was a major, major operation, because so many times their creation was just destroyed by the laggards that came down off the hills. But it was over the Gobi Desert. But apparently when Sanat Kumara eventually came, they knelt in gratitude. And that was the very first Thanksgiving Day. But anyway, it's just lovely from beloved Meta. We're going to listen to this. Thank you, beloved Terry, for reading it.
Sanat Kumara's Sacrifice by beloved Meta, daughter of Sanat Kumara. Beloved sons and daughters of God, I bring to you the particular and specific benedictions of Sanat Kumara, my blessed father, and the beloved Venus, my holy mother. I bring you also the blessings of all the ladies of heaven who are particularly interested in your endeavors to expand the radiation of healing through sustained harmony in your feelings. It is many, many centuries, as recorded by human time, since my father returned from a conclave of the sons of the system. I remember, as though it were yesterday, the day he divulged the information to my mother and our family, that through cosmic vote and through divine justice of the impersonal universal law, the planet Earth had lost the right to draw any more energy or to be further sustained by the self-conscious sacrifice of elemental life. Neither was it longer entitled to receive the release of substance, power, and light from the sun, from the angelic host and those other beings who had guarded her thus far. It was thought by the cosmic law to be the part of wisdom and justice to return this earth again to the unformed, to primal life, that its substance might be repolarized and formed anew in the womb of some future sun, to be cradle for some other evolution, perhaps more willing and desirous of fulfilling the will of God. My mother, as you know, feeling the love within my father's heart for the beloved earth and its evolution, gave him full freedom to offer his light and his love, to sustain the planet, if the cosmic law would accept his offer of assistance. Therefore, he went to the cosmic authorities of this system with a joyous heart, proffering his help, and as you are aware, his gift of love and sacrifice was accepted. It was not long thereafter that the first group of volunteers left Venus to prepare a place for him on the earth, a place befitting his great rank and his great and mighty service to this planet and the universe. These endeavored in every way to recreate the atmosphere which he knew and loved so well upon our star, Venus. Then came the day when he himself was to take leave of our planet, to take leave of its people and us, and to rise into the atmosphere over Venus, as he had so often done before. However, this time, he passed out beyond the periphery of our sphere of influence and entered into habitation in the atmosphere of Earth. All through the history of Venus, the Kumaras had ascended into the atmosphere of the star on great occasions, such as cosmic feast days, or at times when they wished to address all the population of the globe at one time. Like stars blazing in the firmament, they were able to direct an address that would envelop the planet through radiation, through color and spiritual telepathy. This message would then be received by each individual in his own locality. Therefore, our people were neither surprised nor startled to see the great Sanat Kumara ascend into the heavens above our star. Only a few of us, the immediate family, the council, the priests and priestesses of the temples, only these knew that the being ensouling the light above our star would shortly begin a journey which would take him from our home and planet for a period which we thought, at the most, would be of but a few centuries' duration. Sanat Kumara was the embodiment of all our hope and love, the greatest being evolved upon the star. It has been a long, long time that the Queen of Love has reigned alone, acting as man and woman, as father and mother, to an evolution so magnificent and so beautiful that discord of any kind is unknown in her realm. Not one electron drawn from the universal has ever been qualified imperfectly there by angel, elemental, or the evolution which is parallel to the divinely matured expression of your humankind. Each life stream on Venus, each newborn soul and spirit, attains and develops mastery in absolute harmony. That, too, was the design for your beloved Earth, and is the design of the Father of all light and love for every planet and star in the entire universe. The Earth forgot this, not because of her people themselves, but because of the contamination they absorbed through radiation and contagion from the polluted consciousnesses of those who came here from other stars, to whom she, the Earth, had previously extended hospitality, that they might complete the evolution which they had neglected in their native spheres. Because the Earth in herself is sweet, because her evolving peoples are fundamentally harmless, and because the guardian spirits who came from other stars and planets to serve and sacrifice like unto that of my Father have served well, the great cosmic law has allowed more than ordinary assistance to be given this small planet at this time. Thus, beloved ones, we continued on Venus without the presence of our king for a long, long period of time, and finally my mother suggested that I come here to give the assistance of my love and light until the victory of the earth was assured. We had, of course, visited this sphere many times, having accompanied groups of envoys from Venus who entered the Earth's atmosphere on various occasions. The joyous intercourse, therefore, that existed between our planet and yours gave us a certain freedom, and, of course, all through the ages after my father's departure from Venus, we were in constant communication with the beloved exiles. However, you can see that this is not exactly the same as using the energies of your being to serve on a planet of your own choice and evolution. May I say then, just in passing, that we offer our extreme and personal gratitude to you, each and every one, who are interested in the cause of Sanat Kumara. Do you realize that for many centuries even his precious name was unknown to the mankind of Earth? Yet when man hears that name, he invariably feels a thrill of happiness within his heart. I need not describe the sensation to you, for each of you felt it when the name of Sanat Kumara was first brought to your attention, either through worded expression or the written page. And we, who are serving life to set him free, we, who are endeavoring to help the earth complete her course of evolution, are grateful to you, grateful beyond all words to describe, for your interest and your sweet cooperation in our cause.
That's just marvelous. Oh, and I know we've heard it before, but I think it was quite a while ago, but it's just so lovely to listen to it again. And if we think of our beloved Earth, really, I know we've been told by the Ascended Masters that she was designed for 3.5 billion, and we're told approximately 10 billion evolving on this planet now. Not all of them in embodiment at the moment, but that if we work that out, the 6.5 billion are not even from this planet. So it was, I know, a huge experiment, and just the this victory that we've had of the light is just quite extraordinary. For these marvelous beings, Sanat Kumara and Saint Germain, the great divine director, and all the wonderful beings that assist us. Anyway, so this is from the great divine director. He says, mankind just lost the way and now is finding it again in our home of eternal perfection, the mighty I am. Tonight, let us think of it as a great homecoming. Forget this building, your old world for a moment. Feel you have entered into this new world where all the buildings are beautiful and perfect, where there is happiness and all good things. Then in that feeling, charge your feeling world with its reality, eternally sustained. As you go into the outer world again, you will find completeness, abundant supply, soon finding its appearance in your world and use. Call often on the law of forgiveness for all mistakes, and then say, beloved mighty I am presence, through your mighty violet consuming flame, wipe out all memory, all appearance of mistakes, which has found action in my world, and see how soon changes will take place. And in the place of that which has been disturbing and terrifying will come peace and rest, which passes understanding. Then out of the presence will pour everything you require. It is a law of your being. It cannot fail. You are the decreer of your world. Decree its perfection. Turn your attention where perfection is your mighty I am, and perfection must flow back in response to fill your world. So I know they repeat this often, but we can never have it repeated too much. We just keep our attention on our mighty I am presence and hand it all over to that great beloved presence. Now we have this important call for all our brothers and sisters that are caught in the psychic and astral realms and must now go to those temples of light, but they need our calls. So let's say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we thank you. And we thank all the beings that answer this call. Thank you. Okay, this is lovely. This is the story of a blind dog, but it just shows how really clever these dogs are. But I hope you enjoy this one.
He was born blind in a shelter in Louisiana.
I'm Emmeline.
I'm Emmeline, and this is Virgil's story for Joyous. His mom, we don't know how she ended up there, but she was totally healthy, and she gave birth to 3 blind dogs. All of our dogs have always been adopted, and special needs dogs just have a really, really hard time getting a home. But the idea of blind sounded just way too difficult to us. We did a lot of research, and we're looking up all of these things on how to have a blind dog, and we applied for him to adopt him anyway. We met him, and then all of those concerns just went away immediately.
That's amazing.
We have never needed any of the tips that we had from people on how to have a blind dog. He's just a dog.
Hi, Virgil.
He went straight into our yard with our other dogs. So they wanted to play, and he didn't have any fear. We tried to carry him up the stairs, and he was like, put me down, I can do it myself. He's 3 now. We always joke that he doesn't act any different than he did at 3 months. Everyone who meets him around our neighborhood, we have to remind people that he's blind because they have no idea, and they usually don't believe us. And they say, he must be able to see shadows or something. He can't see anything at all. Virgil? He was born without his retinas attached, so it's always been pure black for him.
Virgil. Happy birthday, buddy.
And you would be amazed at how well he gets around.
Oh, he's giving her kisses.
He knows exactly where all of the furniture is and just hops on and off like he owns the place. We always have to remind people you can't just put things down where you left them. We will have like guests come and they'll leave their chair out instead of pushing it in at the dinner table. And he's like, why did I just walk into a chair? If you take him on a walk, he leads the way. He thinks he needs to be out front showing our other dogs how to do it, even though he can't see what's in front of him. Hi. I take him on hikes, and nobody would ever think that you could do that with a blind dog. He's usually wearing a shirt for practical reasons.
Roll over. Oh, that's a
Spin.
He's allergic to grass, so it helps him to not get a rash when he goes outside. Virgil taught me to understand human disability better. There are so many people out there living with various disabilities that it's just the only life they've known, that it's just their life, and they are not lesser because of it.
Hi, baby.
People with disabilities, dogs with disabilities can do literally anything.
I'm gonna try to eat it like a monkey.
This is our foster, Elijah. He's deaf and blind. Because Virgil was so important to us, we decided that the best thing we could do to pay everything back was to foster for special needs dogs.
Virgil?
I never think of Virgil as a blind dog anymore. I love him and he's my favorite thing in the world.
Such amazing. Honestly, they're a wonderful dog. It just shows how their other senses must be very well developed. But it's just such a happy dog. Now we're going to say our decree for all the animals, insects and reptiles. So we say together, beloved divine presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, we accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to read from beloved Lady Meta. Just lovely. And she says, she's, as you know, I think probably the daughter of Sanat Kumara and Lady Venus, and her activity is healing at beloved Lord Talarian's retreat, which is above Crete. And she says, I am Meta, daughter of Sanat Kumara, come into the atmosphere of earth in response to the heart call from the souls of men for healing. I have chosen to serve on the fifth ray, directing the brothers and sisters in our specific focus at the Temple of Crete. One may ask, why the fifth ray? Why did I personally choose to add my momentum of light to this ray? All of the rays are healing rays. Their cosmic activity changes any imperfection into perfection, and in so doing, healing or amending imperfection. Through the Christian dispensation to which beloved Mother Mary is so prominently identified, she anchored specific and powerful currents into the octave of earth through her being and through the physical foci which she personally established in her name, a momentum which is too great for your present consciousness to comprehend, are permanently active on this earth. No matter to what ray you have connected this glorious being, Holy Mother Mary, it is the fifth ray to which she and her divine complement, Archangel Raphael, belong. She does send healing currents along any ray to anyone who prays or calls for her assistance. We are not limited to one ray any more than you have to go to just one store to receive a certain commodity which you may desire or acquire. My being wells with joy and gratitude as I think of the great numbers of foci on the earth through which we may direct our currents of healing, embodied chelas to assist in the dispensing thereof of the physical plane. On the physical plane, the mighty ascended Master Hilarion renders a stupendous service on the fifth ray, of which he is a director or Chohan, into the receptive consciousness of men and women who have dedicated their lives to the medical profession. He blazes the divine ideas which proceed through his being to alleviate the diseases to which men are heir through their miscreations of the past. As the majority of you are aware, the color green is coming into prominence in hospitals and in the attire of those who serve therein. Oh yes, I know many of you will still say, why does this being speak of the medical profession and their service, when we are told the light, through the activity of purity and transmutation, removes the causes and cause of imperfection which have been set up? Bless your hearts, children of the Father. The number of life streams who are cognizant of the spiritual law is minute in comparison to those who are aware of the gifts of God, but which await their acceptance to be benefaction to themselves or others. The gratitude of the hierarchy for the steadily increasing number of people who are searching for and recognizing that there is something more than coming to the earth for the pursuit of happiness, and after a certain span of years, leaving this octave. Many years back, the beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain brought to the attention of the students that it was wiser to employ the so-called outer agents to temporarily alleviate disease and discomfort until they had builded a momentum and accepted in their feelings the true activity of healing through the spiritual law. When the physical body is not rebelling through the action of imperfection, the life stream can turn its attention more one-pointedly toward the spiritual law. You have often heard someone who is experiencing distress in their body say, I just can't call and get the desired results for myself, although I can for others. The reason for this is elementary. The distress which is manifesting in the stumbling block and gets in the way of undivided attention upon the I Am Presence and the particular being to whom they would ask for assistance. More and more individuals in the medical profession are realizing within themselves that there is something more to curing or assisting their patients with the agents which are at their disposal. The reason for this is that the receptive doctors and scientists are being taken while their bodies sleep into the temple of truth and given the spiritual law. They cannot be subjected to God's way of healing unless some of it rubs off on them, to use the common vernacular. We would so much appreciate your calls for these dedicated and receptive men and women to awaken to God's healing and to let go of the intellectual accretion of their profession. You all have read of certain substances which are sure to cure a condition, only to hear at a later date that it was being discarded. It all comes to the fact that through public acceptance and opinion, the individuals who took the recommended substance put their faith in it, when actually the healing could have taken place through putting the faith in God, the I Am Presence. Tremendous progress can be made in spiritual healing through the conscious cooperation of the Chila, who are privileged to know of the service which is but awaiting to be lowered into this earth plane through your calls for purification and truth. Accept the healing which is ours to give and yours to accept for yourselves and for all mankind, with the blessing of my Holy Father, Sanat Kumara, Mother Mary, Hilarion, and the brothers and sisters who serve specifically on the fifth ray, and my humble self. I am your sister in the light, Metta. So it's just very interesting there because it's like quantum physics. That what we focus on, we bring into being. So in other words, if they focus on something going to be good for healing, it'll happen because it's for faith. But now we need to have faith directly in the light from our I Am Presence. Okay, so now we've got this one. Before we go into our decrees, I just thought we need lots of bells of victory just resounding everywhere. And this is just such a lovely song. So I hope you enjoy it. There's just something so wonderful about hearing the bells, I think. Thank you so much, beloved John. You'll take over.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, beloved Anthea, for bringing us those messages and teachings that we so greatly need at this time. Now we focus our calls and our decrees as we give our love, creative power, wisdom, and authority to our beloved I Am Presence. And we say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance, and Archangel Michael's armor of light, through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. We take a moment and we see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. See now Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming an impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those administered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, score, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental, for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Dearest Sanat Kumara, we send all our love, our gratitude, appreciation, and thanks to you for this gift of that beautiful love star that you have placed in the aura of every unascended being, radiating your love and pouring its flaming substance into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds. We place our attention on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun, supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. Beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. And we send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings from the great central sun who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this, the opportunity of adding our own love and light to these calls. Thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. Just wonderful. And now we're going to have the closing invocation. I just wonder who might like to do that. And Drew, beloved Drew, would you like to read the closing invocation?
Yes, certainly, Anthea. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kutumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Let's just take a moment and just send our love and gratitude to our Iron Presence and the great ascended masters and to all life on this beloved earth that serves us. We just give deep, deep thanks. Thank you. Okay, thanks, everybody. Marvelous. I'm actually going to stop the recording.